Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Canes will kick off first, and here we go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Hokies offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Stokes. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. They kick it away on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Gerard Pringle Jr. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32 to 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stokes. Got it set up on the outside. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Hokies! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throwing, Mensah. On a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Pringle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
Caught, and he's got room. 10, all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Stokes. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're going to run it. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Heath. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The give, fighting off the defender. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Finds his way inside the 25-yard line. He's got enough for the first down. Mark it at the 24. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. They recover their own fumble. How in the world does the offense avoid that disaster? The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Facing a 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Firing deep. Makes a deep grab. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. If you give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run inside. It's Pringle. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 22, set to kick it off.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Running inside, it's Davison.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. And let's just get him into a rhythm.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Mensah. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jacobs. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Got a man. It's Pringle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. And let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snags it and he's open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. Touchdown Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Offside.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 22, set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stokes. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Canes! A pick 6! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Hand off from the shot. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Great place to start for this offense. Throwing, Mensah. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Run in the red zone. It's Pringle. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 22, set to advance on the play.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Stokes. Bringing the heat. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. The quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. He's These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Punts it out of the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Mensah throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 10 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Gophers sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, but brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone with the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, it's complete. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Lets it fly. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll send the tight end in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
In the red area, it's Pringle. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mensah. The screen, and watch out. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul.
Set to kick off.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here's Mensah to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important for me.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You've got to stop turning the football over.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A lot of room to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execute.
Maybe a crease. Picks up the 1st down. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Davison. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quarterback making adjustments. The lone back's got it. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On target to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first.
Got room on the return. Smashes ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 22, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw. Under fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to gotta get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This
intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. On the ground, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Unloads quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And guys, they'll try to make up for a couple of unproductive plays here on 3rd and 10. Going to try to get it himself. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The sure hands, it's Heath. Oh, what a move to get room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The run inside. It's Barnes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
First down.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside. It's Barnes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And, guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
The give to the single back. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Complete to the left. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Hands it off. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it, and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort.